Hello friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today, we will talk about a book called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, written by Harv Eker. How you can become a millionaire. We will talk about it through this book. The author has taught many new techniques to become a millionaire. The author has shared many simple techniques in this book which you can also implement in your life. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, subscribe immediately and like the video before you get lost in it. Our videos can sometimes be a little long, as we never compromise on the content of the video and the book. So it is important to watch the video till the end. Here the author talks about his financial blueprint for success. You can't learn anything, and you can't do anything differently. The author has seen times of financial disaster. He has seen many ups and downs and has been broken many times. But one day a rich friend of his father told him that rich people think differently, and poor people think differently. And this way of thinking shows in their actions and their consequences. So now you have to do a simple thing, you have to find out how rich people think, and how to copy it. This information helped the author become who he is today. Eker is an author, businessman, and the best money coach. And he learned that rich people think differently from poor people. He began studying rich people, and The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind was born. He also learned that it's not about the little things, but the whole package. Here the author wants to say that tools are our knowledge and toolbox is our mind, which is our way of thinking. He found that if we combine the internal battle, which is our toolbox, with the external battle, which is our tools, we can all win the money battle. The author wants to teach in his book how we can win the internal battle of money with the external one. How to think rich to become rich. The lesson is very simple. If you want to move to a higher level of life, you have to give up your old ways of thinking and adopt new ones. This book is divided into two parts. The first part is about our money blueprint, which explains how we think about money. Whatever we are today is the result of our old way of thinking. In the second part the author talks about Dawn files, which contain 17 Dawn files. In this part it is explained how we can change our thinking and become rich. Your money blueprint. Here the author says that you can have all the knowledge and skills in the world, but if your plan to achieve success is not right, you cannot be financially successful. Who are you? How do you think? What are your habits and symptoms? Do you believe in yourself? Do you really believe you are worthy of money? What are your abilities? Do you behave well even when you are not in a good mood? Whatever results you get, whether they are rich or poor, positive or negative, always remember that your outer world is the result of your inner world. The author explains that we live in a world of cause and effect. Basically, who you are and what we have achieved is a result of our character, our thinking and our habits. How much money we have, how healthy we are, and how we look are all a result of who we are. Lack of money is never a problem. Lack of money is a symptom of things going on in our mind. If you want to change your external world, such as lack of money, you must first change your internal mind. Let us take an example. When the author was a student, he used to suffer from neck and back pain. So he used to go to the physiotherapist twice a week for the treatment of his muscles. He always felt better afterward, but after a few days the pain would start again. It didn't get better until he changed his behavior, such as reduced sitting posture, more sleep, taking magnesium supplements and less stress. This means that if you only treat the symptoms, the problem will always persist. But if you are short of money, and I gave you some money, sooner or later you will be short of money again. The problem here is not about money, it is about our thinking, our habits and our behavior. Process of manifestation. Thoughts give us emotions. Emotions shape our behavior. Our behavior gives us results. Eker calls this process the process of unfolding. This means that our thoughts are at the root of every outcome. The authors go a step further, and say that our thoughts are programmed in a certain way. This is why we think a certain way. The primary sources of our programmed minds are our parents, siblings, friends, teachers, or the media. We are born into a world of culture and structure. So how can we survive without the knowledge we receive from our parents? We remain dependent on our parents for a long time. We are all born helpless. So our brains need this kind of programming, but in terms of money it often becomes a burden. So here comes the money blueprint. A blueprint is a predetermined plan and design. Let us take the example of a house. If you want to build a house, what's the first thing you do? You create an exact plan of the house you want to build. And then you implement that plan. Your mind is trained about financial management as a child. Situations from your past bubble up in your mind. That is why it is called conditioned mind. Therefore, the author feels that the trained mind is an interesting subject. The concern shown in this book is that our mind is also conditioned in terms of money. First, we need to understand how our brain is trained. We are conditioned in 3 ways. Verbal programming. When you were growing up, what did you hear about money, success, and rich people? Save money for tough times. Rich people are greedy. Money doesn't grow on trees. Money can't buy happiness. We can't afford it, much more. I know you've probably heard at least one of these. The truth is that all these things are printed in our subconscious mind. Yes, these things do not support our economic condition. Modeling. What did you watch when you were little? How did your parents manage money? Did money come easily to your family, or did you face some difficulties? Did money bring happiness or cause fights? All these things matter a lot, because as children we imprint many things in our mind and proceed accordingly. Special events. How do you feel when you are around money, wealth, and rich people? This is very close to what modeling does in the brain, but you can think of a phenomenon like this. Maybe money caused a big fight between your parents, which turned into divorce. Maybe your father still abuses a rich neighbor. Such experiences strengthen your beliefs, and you live according to those beliefs. These 3 methods train us in money matters. Basically, your money blueprint is your predetermined plan that will bring you success. If you think you are poor in money, how will you become rich? If you think you always struggle with money, it will always be a struggle, because it is in your subconscious mind. When the subconscious mind has to choose between deeply rooted emotions and logic, emotions always win. Here the author is talking about awareness. To change anything, the first step is to be aware of it. You thought about how you grew up around money, and you considered how you've been trained to think about money. Now, you need to understand what impact this trained mind has on your financial life. You still have the chance that, by changing your thoughts, you can see differently. The third step is disengagement. Here the authors teach that you don't have to stay the way you've been trained. But they tell you how you should think. It's your choice. Now that you are aware, you can change it. In the second part of the book, What You Need to Change, and How to Believe It, says Harv Eker. Here they talk about 17 money files. Let's learn about these 17 money files. It is very important to watch the video till the end, because in 17 wealth files, many new things and how you can get rich are shown. Money file number 1. Rich people think, I make my own life. Poor people think, life makes me. If you want to be successful, it is important to think that you are the creator of your life, especially your financial life. You have to believe that you can create your own success, which means that you can, consciously or subconsciously, make yourself vulnerable, and you can create your own financial problems and success. According to the author, this is very important. If you feel like life is making me do this, and I can't do anything, think about how you will change. What kind of life will you live? A life with no purpose at all. Here the author says that, unless you think that you will create your own life, you cannot change anything. You have to become the boss of your life. You can make your own choices, and take responsibility for your life. You are the boss of your life. The author further says that, poor people often play the role of victim, of what has been wrong to them. They always blame others. They think it's never their fault. They always complain. When you complain, you become a living, breathing, dirt magnet. This is the worst thing. So, never complain. And the specialty of poor people is that they always try to justify their situation. They also say that money is not important to them. But if you think that money is not important to me, you will never have money. The author shares a funny quote. Well, money is not as important as love. Now, let's make some comparisons here. What is more important to you, your arm or your leg? Perhaps both are important. It's funny but true. So, never play the role of a victim. and become the boss of your life with responsibility, and step towards success. Money file number 2. Rich people play the money game to win. Poor people play the money game so as not to lose. The biggest concern of poor people is survival and security, rather than earning money and living a good life. Whereas, the goal of rich people is to become even richer and live a good life. They don't just want some money, they want a lot of money. Let me remind you of the power of purpose. When your aim is just to pay the bills on time, you get exactly the same money. The author advises that our goal should be to become a millionaire. If you want to be rich, your goal should be to be rich. Not just having enough money to pay the bills, and not just having enough money to live comfortably. Rich means being rich. Money file number 3. Rich people are committed to getting rich. Poor people want to be rich. The author says that people don't know what they want, and this is the first reason why they do not get what they want. The author suggests asking some questions. Do you know what you want? Who do you want to be like? How do you want your life to look? Why are you seeing this summary? I think you have the answer to the last question. If we don't know what we want in life, how will we get it? We can't get it. The truth is that many people don't really want to be rich. Why? Because their subconscious mind has a lot of negative beliefs about money that tell them there is something wrong with becoming rich. They have been trained that way. And most of us have mixed feelings about money. These mixed feelings seem innocent, but they are reality. This is the biggest reason why these people never become rich. Now the author teaches how we can develop the right feelings about money. The author explains what rich people do. Rich people work 16 hours a day. Are you ready to work 16 hours a day? Are you ready to give up your family, friends, and your fun and comfort? Rich people do this. Are you ready to do what rich people do? Rich people are ready. The author says that you must be completely committed to making money. You can do everything. Choose your success before you have a beer with your friends. Choose success before watching movies. Choose success before vacation. I think you understand what I mean. You have to achieve success while maintaining balance everywhere. Most importantly, you must promise yourself to become rich. Otherwise you cannot become rich. It is very simple. Money file number 4. Rich people think big. Poor people think small. Here the author mentions 4 factors to determine your price in the market: supply, demand, quality and quantity. The author says that the more you give, the more you receive. This is a fair rule. Who earns more, a good lawyer or a bad lawyer? A good football player or a bad football player? A good actress or a bad actress? You know the answer. Most people play small, because first they are afraid of failure, and second they feel small and worthless. This is the important thing people miss. Life is not just about us, life is about doing something for others too. It also talks about the value you add to other people's lives. The lesson here is that, the more people you help, the richer you become mentally, emotionally, spiritually and literally financially. Money file number 5. Rich people focus on opportunities. Poor people focus on obstacles. The primary mind of poor people thinks, what if it doesn't work? Or they think, this won't work. Rich people take responsibility for the results and think in their mind, why won't this work? Because I will make it work. Rich people expect to be successful. These are completely opposite mindsets. Poor people focus on risks, while rich people focus on outcomes. The author says that, as long as there is an opportunity, rich people gather all the information and make a decision immediately. Poor people prepare themselves. They are scared and wait until the opportunity is gone. Get ready to do the best work in a short period of time, take action, and move forward in the right way. The idea is to participate in the game. The writers call it entering the corridor, that there is no luck. It doesn't come to you unless you take action. The author calls this taking action. Eker advises to look at things from the inside, and then start improving it. This means, before preparing yourself, look at things from the inside. Because you are never completely prepared. You can only learn business from the inside, not from the outside. For example, if you want to become a hotelier, you should visit a hotel, work in a hotel, understand from the inside how it works. You cannot learn anything from outside. If you really want to learn a business, join it. If you really want to be rich, remember the author's mantra. Action is always better than inaction. And like poor people, don't prepare, don't plan, don't analyze, and don't wait. So, from now on, take action. Enter the aisle whenever you have the opportunity. And remember that action is always better than inaction. Money file number 6. Rich people admire other rich and successful people. Poor people are jealous of rich and successful people. Poor people often view other people's success with jealousy, envy, and malice. Here the author gives a simple rule: if you respect someone, then like someone you don't like. From now on, remember whatever you want, maybe a nice car or a beautiful girlfriend or boyfriend, you should praise it. Don't be jealous of them. Appreciate them. Bless them. Love them. Money file number 7. Rich people spend time with positive and successful people. Poor people form relationships with negative and unsuccessful people. The author further says that if you want to fly with the eagles, you have to stop swimming with the ducks. Why reinvent the wheel? The fastest and easiest way to achieve success is to play the game rich people actually play. And do what they do. Because they are experts in money management. If your goal is to become rich, you have to study rich people. Do what they do. You have to build a relationship with them. It's so simple. Just like for any business, it must be seen from the inside. Similarly, to know about rich people, you must be around them. Here the author repeatedly says that if you want to become rich, you must have the same mentality. If you want to be the best dancer, you act like the best dancer. If you want to be a good actor, you act like a good actor. If you do the same things, and have the same thoughts, your chances of getting the same results increase. You may have heard that, birds fly with birds like them. This means that similar people hang out together, and spend time together. People spend time with similar people. If you spend time with positive people, your chances of being positive increase. If they are always complaining, if you live with them, your chances of complaining increases. If your closest friends aren't rich, aren't positive, and aren't interested in your personal growth, then what? The author offers 2 pieces of advice here. Never try to change or bring out negative people. This is not your job. Your job is to give your best. Second, remember that everything happens for a reason. Always be positive and aware of the people around you, to make the best even in negative situations. It is all difficult but possible. Money file number 8. Rich people promote themselves and their values. Poor people think negatively about promoting themselves. Not telling people about yourself is one of the biggest barriers to success. Rich people always excellently tell everyone about themselves. If you believe that what you are doing is beneficial to people, then it is your duty to spread it to as many people as possible. This way, you not only help people, but you also become rich. Imagine how you will get rich if you don't tell people what you have to offer. If no one knows about your product, how will you sell it? No one buys a product they don't know about. And if you don't sell it, how will you make money from it? The author explains why poor people have problems with promotion and sales. They may have had a bad promotion experience in the past, which may have held them back. When they tried to promote their products, they were not encouraged. Maybe they have experienced this. They may have failed when trying to get promoted. He must have faced many rejections. They might be afraid because of this. But they should let the past be the past. Their mind can be trained in such a way that you will get trapped in your own trap, and no one will get you out of it. But the problem is, how does one take them out, unless they know about them? If you want to become rich, you have to promote yourself with full passion and enthusiasm. You have to sell yourself. Be enthusiastic about what you are offering. If you're not enthusiastic, what you're offering has no value. Even the greatest value is useless if it is not promoted. Who will be excited and passionate about your product, if not you? Get out and be enthusiastic about what you have. Money file number 9. Rich people are bigger than their problems. Poor people are smaller than their problems. How big the problem is never the issue, but what you think about it is important. If you have a big problem, you think small. This means you probably complain about problems, or try to find solutions. It's all about you. Whatever happens in your life, whether it is good or bad, interesting or not, difficult or easy, what matters is how you are affected by it. What matters is you. There are no problems, only situations. Some people make it a problem, while some people are not even affected by it. The more you work on yourself, the less problems you will have. Money file number 10. Rich people are excellent achievers. Poor people are poor recipients. The author says that if I had to find out why so many people do not reach their financial potential, the only reason would be that they are poor achievers. Writers tell a story. It's so funny. When I was completely broke, I saw a penny on the ground. I never stooped low enough to pick up a following penny. I picked up the coin, which looked like money, then I gave it a kiss, and announced loudly, "Now I'm rich. I'm a money magnet." Why are we poor receivers? Here the author explains that we are trained this way. Growing up we hear things like, "This is wrong. You're not doing this right. What did you do?" All these sentences show that you are no good. Feeling that we are not good enough makes us poor achievers. Almost 90% of people think they are not good enough. If you repeatedly tell your child that he is stupid, it will not help him develop good self-esteem, and the child will never become a good achiever. Yet, even if they have supportive parents, many people do not value themselves. The interesting thing is that it depends on us whether we take advantage of it or not. If you want to become rich, then start working. The author says that both receiving and giving are equally important. If you are not willing to receive, the one who wants to give will not be able to give to you. Money file number 11. Rich people want to pay based on results. Poor people want to get paid on time basis. There's nothing wrong with wanting to have a consistent salary, as long as it doesn't interfere with earning your true potential. Don't put any limits on your income. If you choose to pay for your time, you lose out on wealth creation opportunities. If you want to be rich, work for yourself or on commission or percentage. This is the only way to earn based on results. It is a little less secure, but here you make more money. And this is the way to become rich. The more you work, the more you earn. In a 9-to-5 job, everyone gets the same salary. Everyone is paid based on the time they provide. If you want to be rich, you have to work for your time. Money file number 12. Rich people think both. Poor people think either or. Rich people live in a world of abundance. Poor people live in a world of limitations. Many people believe that money and happiness are contradictory, i.e., you can either be rich or you can be happy. It is nothing but the product of a poorly trained mind. Here the author asks, what do you want? A successful business or a close relationship with your family? What will you choose? Both. We can be smart and choose both. Do you want to focus on business or have fun? Both. Do you want money or a good life? Both. 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 Rich people always want both, while poor people choose only one. Poor people feel that there is not enough, and they cannot have everything. Rich people think that everything is in abundance, so you can have everything you want. Money brings freedom. Money doesn't make you who you already are. So, you can be happy and you can also be rich. You can choose both because life is full of abundance. Money file number 13. Rich people focus on their worth. Poor people focus on their working income. You might think this only works for rich people, but it applies to everyone. The author explains about 4 factors of income: savings, investment, simplification. Let's look at them separately. Income. There are 2 types of income. One is working income and the other is passive income. You all know what working income is. Working income is where you go to an office, and you get paid for your work. Similarly, you may have heard about passive income. This is money you earn without actively working. Savings. Saving is also essential. You have a lot of money, but when you spend it all, you have 0 savings. Many people have a financial blueprint for spending their savings. No matter how much these people earn, they spend everything. This is called Parkinson's Law. Parkinson's Law says that income and expenditure increase in direct proportion. Therefore, income alone can never create wealth. Investment. This is the correct argument. We should save. Because, with savings we can invest. Rich people take time and energy before investing and investing. While poor people think that only rich people can invest, so they never learn about it and always remain poor. Simplification. The fourth factor is simplification. It's about saving money and having a fine lifestyle. By reducing your expenses, you can increase your savings and have money left over for investments. Rich people understand that all of these elements have to be included in the equation needed to build a good net worth. We can increase our income, save more money, learn about investing, and invest money too. We can spend less money on our lifestyle. To increase your wealth, you either have to earn more or spend less. Money file number 14. Rich people manage their money well. Poor people do not manage their money well. Rich people are not smarter than poor people, they just have different and helpful money habits. They just know how to manage their money. You know that to master money, you must manage your money. And we also know that to become a master at anything, you must learn a lot, and keep trying. We say things like, I will start managing my money when I have a lot of money. This is the same sentence as when an obese person says, I will start exercising and dieting when I lose 20 pounds. First start managing the money you have, then manage more money. A universal law says, until you can see that you can manage what you have, you won't get more. If you have a little money, and you can't handle even that, how will you handle more money? Okay, so how can you manage money? The authors recommend opening a financial freedom account, and putting 10% of every dollar into it. You should never spend this money. It's just an investment. It really works. It's a start. Keep doing this for some time and it will be money for your investment. Either you control money, or it will control you. To control money, you must manage it. Money is a big part of your life, and when you learn to take control of your finances, all areas of your life will begin to improve. Money file number 15. Money works for rich people. Poor people work hard for money. The more money works for you, the less you have to work. Therefore, the thought of working hard for money is a very bad thought. Meaning, what will my money work for? Yes, you are absolutely right. Your money will work for you. The magic word for this is smart work. Rich people are masters in this. They also work hard, but only sometimes. They work just as hard as everyone else, but they think long term, and they work smart with their money. They save it to invest later. How is this possible? For this you need passive income. You need passive income. In short, when your passive income exceeds your expenses, you become financially free. Passive income can be earned in two ways. The first is making money work for you. This includes earnings from investments such as stocks, bonds, property. Assets play a big role here, as they can be bought or sold. The second major source of passive income is the business working for you. This means generating consistent income from the business, where you do not need to be personally involved in the business. So, make the right choice, save money so you can invest tomorrow, and be financially free the day after. This is how rich people become rich. Hard work today, smart work tomorrow, and no work the day after. Money file number 16. Rich people work despite fear. Poor people let fear stop them. Action is the bridge between the inner and outer worlds. Because we are creatures of habit, we practice acting despite fear, doubt, worry, discomfort, inconvenience. In fact, we practice action when we are not in the mood to act. If you want to do easy things, life will become difficult. But if you work hard, life becomes easy. Let's say we know that eating healthy and exercising is good for our health. Then why have health issues become worse than before? Because people don't work for it, or they don't know what the right thing is. So never say that working this way is easy, and it is also necessary. It may be difficult to take action, maybe you are scared, maybe you don't consider yourself talented enough, maybe you feel uncomfortable, or maybe you feel lazy. But what if sometimes we need to be scared, uncomfortable, and take action? This is what rich people do. They act despite fear and discomfort. They act even if they are not in the mood. The author says it's important to take action, no matter what the circumstances or how you feel. According to the author, action is the difference between failure and success. When you act, you have already won. Even if we work under difficult circumstances, we succeed. Life becomes easier. If we don't act, we stay where we are, or go backward. So do those things which are necessary for your development. Money file number 17. Rich people constantly learn and grow. Poor people think they know everything. Being rich doesn't just mean being rich financially, but it also means being who you want to be like, in character and mind. Being rich means being who you want to be as a person. So, we must move forward. What does it mean? Grow in height? No. Growing out your hair? No. Growing in character? Yes. Growing as a person? Yes. That's it. Personal development means self-improvement. The author adds that they too want to be the best version of themselves. The author says that I try to learn something every day. When I go to sleep, I want to know one more thing when I wake up in the morning. It helps me improve. Jim Rohn said that, if you keep doing what you've always done, you'll get what you've always got. If you're not growing, you're dying. The fastest way to get rich and stay rich is self-development. The more you learn, the more you grow. The author says it's only about us. It's not about money, which most people think. To get there, you must first be a person, strong in character and mind. The only thing is that everything is about us. If you want to change the fruits, you have to change the roots. If you want to change the visible, change the invisible first. There is an old saying, you forget what you hear, what you see, you remember, you understand what you do. Think about what you can do that will bring you closer to acting or thinking like rich people. That is the first step. You can start by reading, but if you want to succeed in the real world, the final step is action. So, work on yourself. Work on your thoughts. Work on your mind. Work on who you are. The most important component of a self-made millionaire's success is their millionaire mind. The author ends his book with the adage, to earn the best, you must be the best. Thanks friends. I hope you liked this video. I hope that by implementing these rules in your life, you can come into the category of rich people. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, then immediately subscribe the channel, like and comment on the video. Due to this our inspiration keeps increasing. If you think this video can help others' lives, change their thinking and correct their money blueprint, then share it with everyone. We'll be back soon with another great video. Till then, thank you all very much.